Okay. Where did I leave off? Oh yeah, that's right. I was disappointed in the nether. Found some nice lush caves though. Got some shrubbery up here in the front. Ooh, one of the melons grew. Excellent. Oh, they both grew. Excellent, excellent. Okay, it's been a minute, so I need to remember where everything is. Okay. This is where those go. Okay. Okay. Actually... Okay. And I actually need to go get more obsidian, because we need to make another nether portal, because that one was super lame. So I'm going to try and see if we actually have a decent nether in this world by building up another portal just elsewhere. See, I recall the cave with the obsidian in it over in this direction. Oh, almost just sprinted off into my death. Kind of missed the jump there. Okay, well, this is definitely where the obsidian is. Now, just to find the waterfall down. Okay. Okay, that should be enough for another portal. So now to go back up. I wonder what's up here. Don't think I've ever explored up here before. It looks like iron. I could always use more iron. Oop. And swap that to that. There we go. There we go. Okay, and then we go over here. Okay, I think I'm kind of going in a bit of a circle here. Okay, no, I think okay, I think this is a little more familiar. There. Gotta remember how to get back out. There's some iron there. There we go. Wait, there was iron here the whole time? Huh, can't believe I missed that. Okay. There we go. There we go. Oh no, it's dark. Almost home. Whew. Okay. Since when did I get the heart thing in the corner of the chat? Huh. That's the first time I've seen that. Well, thank you for the party favors, everybody. So now that we survived, I must find where the flint and steel I had earlier was put. Unless it's in my inventory. No, it's not. It's out there, right there. Because now we get to find a new spot to build our next portal. See if we get something a little more interesting than the little, tiny little cave of the last one. Hitting the wrong button, wasn't going backwards. There we go. Actually, I'm going to clear out some more trees as well. Not that I need more wood, I just need more of a easier time finding my house. If I end up coming up in the middle of the dark. Actually, maybe even fill in some of these holes, so I could, actually, more easily navigate in the middle of the night. some people, some zombies come up to challenge me. Ow. Don't recall seeing this cave here before. Some more coal, that's good. Oh, some lapis. So this far up, no, this far up in altitude. That's definitely interesting. Don't think I've ever seen lapis this high up. This high above bedrock. Usually, you have to kind of work for it. Noticed I wasn't healing again. Don't begin to fight with you just yet. Oh, is this an alternative path into the... Huh. So this is an alternative path into that. Towards that ravine. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I'm just being so distracted today. My apologies, everybody. But I guess this was just kind of meant to be more of a casual chill stream to, so I have something to do while the Oshi's away. Ow. Just about dark. Alright, time to head back. So many dang trees. What's a good time, time passer. Just kind of chill, chopping the wood. So, did you do anything interesting today? It's okay not to answer, if you'd rather not. Lurking is perfectly acceptable. Nope. Oh, that's right, though. Shop's over here. Oh, that's right, and I don't keep an eye on my person anymore. So I keep falling into pits and stuff. Raw iron. There we go. Hi, Mr. Hiragarista. How's it going? Did you do anything fun today? Or otherwise noteworthy? I worked. But, yeah, my hours got... everyone's hours are getting cut pretty harshly soon, so I'll have a lot of spare time to work on my hobbies and may work on some live streaming. Like, I've actually, considered, like, looking to see if I could find a relatively cheap editing software, see if I could actually make new YouTube shorts. Just like little, just the little bits of my streams that I found the most amusing. Oh yeah, you gotta make sure those are, you gotta make sure the roof and the ceiling are, in tip-top shape, or else bad things happen. Bad things happen. I at least got a lunch this time at work. It was still busy, but I was working in a different department today, so they actually still got a lunch. Because they actually closed that department for the lunch rather than leave it open the whole day like the regular store does. Well, that's good. That's good. Simple fixes are the best fixes. I'm just kind of clearing out even more of a path, so it's easier for me to find my way home quickly if I end up popping up in the middle of the night. Oh, kind of stuttered there for a moment for me. Okay. Oh dear. There you are, now. Hi, MineCraft. How's it going? Just clearing out more of this here forest so I could navigate easier in the night. That way I don't get swarmed quite as easily. But it's gonna take a bit, I could tell. There we go. I am tempted to use my flint and iron to simply burn some of these trees, but I'm afraid it would, spread totally out of control. Yeah, I kind of want to try ZZZ MineCraft, but I tend to play those games on my phone, and those kind of, real-time action-y games can be a little hard to do on a phone touch screen. But yeah, have fun with ZZZ, MineCraft. Oh yeah, a lot of those MiHoYo games are... Sorry, HoYoverse. I forgot they... You see, I'm one of those old school guys that played Honkai Impact 3 back in the day. Back when they were called MiHoYo, so... force of habit. Spear one of these. There. I, for one, have never really done any oh no, that's a lie. I played for the tiniest bit on Elder Scrolls Online when I first got my PC. It was all right, but I got distracted by other games. Ironically, Morrowind. But Yeah, I kind of recently kind of felt like wanting to hop back in, and I just don't want to use that much memory space on my computer for one game that I may or may not play consistently. Doesn't help I wouldn't even be bothered talking to people over the internet till, like, I start live streaming. Okay. Ah, there was a hunk of wood left in this one. There we go. Now that should cause that to dissipate. Oh, I'm very much aware of World of Warcraft. Like, never touched it myself, but boy, did I hear about it. Rather enjoyed that South Park episode, too. The end of the world of Warcraft. Not my brightest move right there, I'll admit. Oh, don't need to see that. Nope, and back to game. There we go. Sorry, kind of started. And good thing I made that second iron axe. You know what? I think I'm going to do it. It's probably the worst decision I've ever made, but I'm just chaotic enough. Ah, the beauty of destruction. You see, this is so much more fast and efficient than cutting it down, even though you don't get the wood afterwards, but, I am not hurting for wood. I am certainly not hurting for wood at this point, so I think I could sacrifice an extra few trees to just make it so I could actually get to my house easy from the mine. Oh. Well, that simplifies things somewhat. I don't have to worry about the whole forest burning down, so even if it does put a damper on things, quite literally. So that's definitely going to be a clip when I teach myself how to edit clips. Okay, so back to our main objective here, which was to build an alternative nether portal, since our other one was very lame. Oh, don't do that. Don't just go blindly rushing off of cliff pivots. Okay, so I am going to that. That. Fall. Hurt myself. And just to take a quick peek to see if it's in a more exciting part of the nether, if there is one. Or if it's literally where I was before. Huh. Oh dear. Well, there's gold nuggets here at least. Which seems to indicate that... No, it has to be the same pair, because there was that cobblestone there. Indeed. this is very odd. This is like a world that doesn't really have much of a nether at all, because this is exactly what it was before, where it's just kind of here and there. Like, I tried digging in various directions, and it couldn't find anything. Oh, here. Which is just odd. Okay. Huh. If I just kind of dig in this direction, maybe, for a little bit? Might bump into something interesting. I'm seriously, surely they didn't just, like, the game didn't just forget to give me another. Oh. Okay. It's not that they forgot to give me another. They put me, like, 100 feet above the nether. Well. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, I'm sorry, Miko Mind. I recently learned that some of my OG save files from, like, the old 360 days have been lost. Like physically lost. Like, the thumb drive that they were on is gone. So I get you. I get you. Yeah, definitely interesting. Like it was a theory I kind of just thought up in my head. It's like, well, surely, I mean, the seed is literally Tibbet's madhouse, so I guess it makes sense that they would, when I go to essentially the Minecraft interpretation of hell, it would be like a death-defying, like an absolute death, guaranteed death fall, kind of spawned there. So I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to get down. If I can. Because, there's definitely going to be resources I'd like to get while I'm down there. While I'm over here. Because, again, I still intend to fight the Ender Dragon. But I don't feel we're quite at that level yet, so... Okay, so I'm starting to see kind of a closer in. So we're going to kind of angle down this way now. And kind of spiral. Almost. In fact, I could probably start building here, since we kind of have a flat surface. There we go. Alright, so we made it to the nether after all. It wasn't a total waste of everyone's time to get all that obsidian. It took me like 2 entire streams to find, because they wanted to fill the overworld with lush caves instead, which are very beautiful and were bountiful in diamonds and other valuable resources. Just not the obsidian I wanted to get here, because there's stuff I want to get while I'm here. Is that another skeleton yeah, a wither skeleton already? Yeah, I'll definitely need to go back and set up, because I know we need gold armor nowadays for this place, in order to not be destroyed by the otherwise neutral inhabitants. But yeah, neat-o. Yeah, well, I say 3 streams, but it was probably more closer to like 2.5. Like, that's another clip I'm going to make, and in fact it already was kind of a clip, but it wasn't like a short that I made. Because you can make clips of that, but they aren't shorts. Where I lamented looking around the cave, like, surrounded by all this natural beauty, but not the one thing I came down here for. Because there was no obsidian, and it was this gorgeous cave. If you were here earlier in the stream, you saw the other cave that did have obsidian in it that was pretty much the same thing, just even bigger and grander in scale. Yeah, okay. I feel a lot better knowing that we do, in fact, have a worthwhile nether. Yeah, I'm not totally, I'm not totally dull. I have my moments. Even if it is largely, just kind of reacting to... Okay, interesting. Okay, so it didn't make a new portal, it just kind of... I did make another portal, but it just kind of spits me out in the same spot. So, yeah, that is indeed very bizarre. Indeed, very, very bizarre. Okay. Minecraft just works in mysterious ways sometimes, I guess. You know, sometimes you get lapis lazuli at pretty much surface level, or you get, and at the same time, you also get your spawned in the ceiling of the nether. I swore that's how it usually works. Maybe the portal up here in the overworld isn't far enough away, because there's a certain math to it, if I recall, where the nether is smaller than the overworld, and if you travel a certain distance in the nether, you and then hop into a portal there, you pop up at further away in the overworld, if that makes sense. At least that's what I recall, like back in the old, oh dear. Yeah, various Minecraft streams early on, a few years ago, where they would make, like, for people who had, one, yeah. So, yeah. Now I'm just kind of in a reminiscent mood. Just, remembering those that used to play Minecraft. Build grand things. But yeah, as you can see, the secondary portal wasn't very far, so I guess the math is that it's not far enough away to warrant generating a new one. Still not sure why it's in the ceiling of the Nether, or if, because I'm not that high above sea level, I don't think. Over there, or it's at the coastline. Okay, gonna get some water here. Didn't drink all the water from my big old canteen here while at work, so. But yeah, I'm thinking that my next stream will probably be a bit of an endurance stream where I try to get to the first of the 3 endings in Armor Core 6. But I could also change my mind. Yeah, it kind of depends on how I'm feeling. I'll have plenty of time to do that because they have gutted my hours at work. I am working like literally 2 days this next week. I am kind of at a loss as to what I am going to do with myself. A laptop, like, it might depend on your laptop, because Armor Core 6 is actually pretty low. It's actually got pretty low intensity as far as it was designed to work on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, so the requirements are actually pretty low, but again, it depends entirely on your laptop. Oh, don't worry too much about Miko Mind. I've been kind of debating on taking a different, perhaps doing something different anyway. One can only tolerate retail for so long, especially when you're on the spectrum. Look at all these just random stumps and rock and floating wood bits from the fire we started earlier. They got snuffed out by the sudden rain. That came just to rain on the parade, literally. Alright, so. Yeah. Oh yeah, I should probably organize my streams into playlists as well. I'm racking them up pretty quickly, fairly quickly. I've slowed down a bit because of work, but I'll have a lot more time to make more. So I should probably definitely organize them into playlists. you know, a Minecraft playlist, an Armor Core playlist. Can't quite figure out what else to do, so I think I'm going to just go fishing for a little bit. Yeah, again, remember, the main objective is to be chill. Because this is the after work street. Oh. Oh yeah, yeah, if your cooling is not working at 100%, you probably shouldn't be using the laptop to play any sort of real game, any sort of like heavy duty game. Though, you know, again, you know, you could always give it a shot anyway. And is that a bone? I think that gave me a bone. But yeah. Okay, what are they giving? What are they giving me? Bone. Did they give me a second bone? Is that what they gave me? Or did they give me another fishing rod? I think they gave me another fishing rod. Well, this is kind of random. Okay, that looks like an actual fish. Alright, now we're getting fish again. Okay. Oh, an enchanted bow, I think. Oh, okay. Okay. It's about broken, but it's cursed, but it's got more power. That's definitely interesting. It's about nighttime. Okay, well, the enchanting is actually a good way to like make your character a lot more powerful, and there's a couple different ways to do it. I think the actual enchantment books came a fair bit later. Of course, there's the enchanting table. That was already a thing back when I started back in the on the 360, and you buff it, and it gives you like certain. Just for example. And it depends on your level. Your character level determines how high you could go, as well as, and now you need to use lapis. You didn't have to do that before. Lapis used to just be a cosmetic item. But also having just regular bookshelves arranged around the enchanting table buffs it, and you get up to enchantment level 30, and that's when you get like the really high power. Enchantments on your items, which do things such as make them last a lot longer, make mining a lot quicker, make it so that you don't, you mine the actual block as opposed to, like, say, the ores, or, that, which is a good way to, like, actually preserve things, to just, like, say, ice or glass. And they've added a lot more over the years as well. It's kind of mind-boggling, really. Water. Don't forget to be hydrated. Of course, you need a lot of leather to make a lot of books. Yeah, the enchantments are also, unless you use the books, which are, like, found throughout the world, you have to, they're randomized. So, there's that going too. And they're randomized except for the very first one, because you usually because you can get one enchantment, or you get more than one enchantment per, well, enchantment. So, for instance, if I were to, say, enchant my axe, put to level 2, it gives me efficiency 2, which means it's faster. It mines faster. Okay, so we grab it, and it was only efficiency 2 for that one. Let's try the sword. Smite 1. Also smite 1. Since we're not at full power yet, you don't get much, but if you look at my pickaxe, which I enchanted in this method, it's got efficiency 2 and unbreaking 2. Unbreaking 2 is, well, it means it breaks. It's less likely to break. Actually, let's enchant this while we're at it. It takes longer to break, I should say. Yeah, those are kind of the most basic and simple ones. My favorite one is actually one that is exclusive to the bow, and it gives you infinite arrows. So you just need one arrow, and it just, just uses that one arrow every time. You never have to, you don't need to, you carry large bundles of arrows. You just have arrows upon arrows until the bow itself breaks. I believe you get enchantment books that do it this way, by fishing as well. It's like randomized items. Mostly fish, but it's randomized. I also really need to get back to Skyrim. It's been a bit since I last streamed Skyrim. I'm like my oshi. I never finish anything I start. Nope, leather. That's always good, because that's what you use to make books. That she does. That she does. But that's really where the real content is. It was like that last stream. She wanted to nuke it. You know, everyone was like, well, why? And like, well, because nothing happened. And I was like, well, we interacted. That's something. Missed it. You and I both, Miko Mind. You and I both. But I've learned that she's one of those people that kind of goes through phases in rapid succession. I mean, she's still in the Gundam phase, but, you know, she's a... You know, when I started watching her, it was when she was playing Skyrim and Elden Ring. You know, she was definitely a fantasy gamer, player, you know, a fan at the time, so... So, needless to say, I was kind of confused when she kind of stopped playing those games, and then suddenly it's about mechs. Now, I'm a big mech nerd myself, so... I say that, but I haven't ever really played Armored Core, but... Oh, and wrestling is the one that's new. Yeah, that's... Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, sometimes there's just things that aren't worth questioning. If she's happy, I'm happy. That makes it sound like we're married. Sorry about that. We got some chill music going on, too. You know what this particular song reminds me of for some weird reason? Chrono Trigger. Don't know why. I guess it, you know, kind of just reminds you of like the medieval settings of some of the worlds there in that game. Sorry, I had a bit of a tickle in my throat there. Oh, it is a classic Miko Mind. You should be, you know, I'm pretty sure they've released it, you know, they've, you know, re-released it a couple times. I didn't play it in its original form. I played it on the PlayStation Vita, like decades later. Decades after the fact, because it was before my time, you see. But yeah, it's also got, like, a ton of replayability, because there's, like, what, like a dozen different endings? You know, a bunch of memorable characters, like, you know, that cover all the bases. Like, there's a knight that's a frog that's a knight, you know, for those, you know, that are into that. And there's a robot for those that are into that. There's like a... And it's an old RPG, but it's kind of different. It's not like entirely turn-based, like say Star Rail is. It's kind of a hybrid where you kind of have to be fast because everyone kind of has like a recharge meter between actions. So and that includes the enemy. your enemies. So you have to be quick on your you have to kind of be quick on the draw, or you kind of wait for multiple characters to have their gauges, you know, recharged, so you can do like combo attacks. It's really quite interesting. Plus it has some really memorable soundtracks. Like, my favorite is when you're going into, like, a dinosaur fortress. At about around, like, the halfway mark of the game, I think? But yeah, I want to say the game had, like, two musical composers, if I remember correctly. One guy, you know, that was, like, the main one, and he so wanted to make the music for the game that he had to... That he said that if he doesn't get a chance to, you know, be like the composer of this game, he would quit. So they made it, but he couldn't make all the tracks because he had like a stomach ulcer or something like that. So another guy had to come in and make some of the other tracks. So yeah, I have never played a Final Fantasy game. I know, shocking, weird. I've heard about them. I've seen them, you know, growing up. But I never piqued my interest. Never really played. I think the first actual RPG, like true RPG I played, was Persona 3 Portable. Also on the Vita. Oh, what was that? Oh, just a water bottle. I really should, though. I mean, I know Final Fantasy VII is an absolute classic, but yeah, I remember seeing advertisements for it in the PlayStation Magazine before it became the official PlayStation Magazine, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. But I was just a little kid then, so it was kind of above my and I wasn't one of those kids that played M games until I was actually 17. So now I was perfectly fine playing rated T games, mainly Armored Core, when I was, you know, well below, you know, when I was still in the single digits, but you know, that just wasn't quite the same as a rated M game that had, like, you know, sexual innuendos and stuff like that. So yeah. Yeah, anytime there's like a sex scene or any degree of, like, you know, nudity, I get uncomfortable, especially if my family's there, even though we're all fully grown adults. I don't know why. I just kind of, I guess I've drilled that taboo into my mind. Now I can't let go of it. But yeah, I played most of Persona 4 Golden as well, but I don't know, I just kind of felt like there was a bit too much extra content in it, I guess. You know, compared to Persona 3, and that actually kind of, you know, I just didn't enjoy it quite as much. I guess the game just took too long to kind of get through, to kind of go around, so you could kind of like try try new combos and whatnot. So also never touched 5. I did try one of the Persona 2s. The second one, because I watched it play through the first one, so I knew the story already. But it didn't quite click with me. It was very, very different compared to what 3 kind of brought the series into. Boots. If you think I'm insufferable playing a game like this, just doing fishing, you have no idea what it was like when I was playing Red Dead 2. I spent so much time fishing that I discovered that if you spend too much time away from camp, members of the camp will actually come and find you. Say, hey, why aren't you spending so much time away from camp? And actually drag you back. And you'd lose honor. Yeah, I kid you not, it was the... Oh, what's his name? It's been so long since I played Red Dead. I know I've been watching Scarlet play, but I don't remember the names of some of the characters. The half-native guy. Oh, what's his name? Why is his name escaping me? He was like my favorite second favorite character. My favorite character is Lenny, but yeah, it was him in particular, and he came in. You're kind of scolding me, and a cutscene, the screen faded to black, and it came back, and we were entering camp, and another bone, and and I was back in camp, and I was down a couple points in honor because I went clear to the other end of the map in order to go fishing at a lake. It's like amazing detail and all, but it showed I probably had a problem. I wonder when Scarlet gets to the point where she unlocks fishing in Red Dead 2, how much she's going to spend on fishing. Probably not very much, because it is kind of, just like, filler content. But it's also chill, but it's also much more chill than the actual shooting, so you never know. Now, Red Dead 2, now that's a game that's going to be hard on your laptop. Red Dead 1 was also really good. I still really enjoy Red Dead 1. There's not as much raw content in it as there is in 2. But that's also kind of like Persona 3 to Persona 4 it actually kind of works in its favor. So, in that you're not as, it allows you to get into the game quicker. True, Miko Mind. The only real answer is to go PC, but I know that's quite the monetary commitment. So, I mean, you get a pretty beefy PC for a decent price these days, I think. And I think it's worth the price. You essentially get, with the PlayStation games, with PlayStation like exclusives, being ported to the PC now, you essentially get, both the Xbox and much of the PlayStation games on your PC. Could be on your PC, so, there's really... Yeah, that's why I switched from PlayStation to PC, because I was a PlayStation guy all my entire life. But by the after the PlayStation 4, and I was like, I think I want to try the PC, because my youngest brother was into PCs, and he seemed to have a grand old time playing with like modded games and the whatnot. So, yeah, and and that's what I'm playing on now. Now, funnily enough, it was just a little bit before I kind of became Scarling. And I got it, and I had to move the table, the desk, from one part of the room to another. It was also just, the desk was in a convenient spot and all that. And I badly injured my toe, because I kind of ran it over with the desk. And I don't know if it was directly related, but then I just got dreadfully sick. Like it was a nasty, nasty stomach bug. I won't get into the details, but let's just say it was bad. Like, my God, put me out of my misery kind of bad. I still think it was food poisoning, and I will not eat at the restaurant I ordered from to this day. But yeah, I got my PC, and I had my youngest brother set it up because I was just lying in bed half dead. Oh yeah, I mean it's definitely memorable, that's for sure. Like, let me tell you, I probably wouldn't remember so many details about when I got my PC if it weren't for the fact that I was so dreadfully sick, like, immediately at the same time. Now, luckily, the sickness only lasted like 3 or 4 days. It was also conveniently during my days off, so I only had to take one extra day off of work to like finish up recovering. I was like, yeah, it's I was going out one end the last 2 to 3 days. It's starting to come out the other end. I think I need an extra day off, and they agreed. Yeah, that's when me and Charisse the cat really bonded. The cat that I've shown so many pictures of on Twitter. And actually, guest starred in one of my Armored Core streams because she was feeling very, very cuddly at the time. I was in my room at the time and wanted all the attention. Because I had to leave the door open, so I got to make quick escapes to the bathroom. And the cat decided that she just kind of wanted to be by my side while I was recovering. And now she barely leaves me alone. Oh, actually I need to... Yeah, she is very cute. Kind of dumb though, but cute. Yeah. Just chilling. Oh, sorry, overreacted. There we go. Yeah, especially older Minecraft, because boy, does it get intense nowadays. Like, skeletons are a lot more aggressive. Oh yeah, I mean, people will criticize, how it has changed, but, but there's definitely more content in there now. More, I also need to complete my first ever playthrough of Halo Combat Evolved. I guess the big rumor on the rumor mill is they're making a full-on remake of that game, as opposed to a remaster. Kind of interesting to see if that actually takes up, if that actually happens. Yeah, I already played one stream of a Combat Evolved. I made it to, I want to say the mission's called the Silent Cartographer? No. What was it? It's the one where it's the one right after you rescue Captain Keyes from the, Truth and Reconciliation. And we're about to essentially launch, Space D-Day, kind of. So maybe I should do that as my next stream rather than... No. I'll do a poll. I arguably do too many polls. But I might do another poll just to see, what people might want as my next stream. Whether it be the Armored Core 6 Endurance. Try to make more progress in Halo. Go back to Skyrim, one of the OG ones. I'm nowhere near very good at Halo, but I'm making decent progress on normal mode. String. That's right, I should have named the stream Just Gone Fishing. Was that a stick? Yeah, I think that was a stick. And of course, you're always free to suggest games for me to stream as well. I'm open. I'm open to new ideas. There's not really any... I honestly don't think there's any real shame in playing on easy. I probably used to play all my games on easy mode for the longest time. As long as you're having fun, it doesn't matter. I mean, they put the easy mode in for a reason. I mean, I'm only really playing normal on Halo because, first off, you probably don't want to watch, I want to be challenged somewhat. And also because the difficulty setting on Halo actually changes some of the cutscenes. So, yeah. Like, you get the best cutscenes if you play on the hardest difficulty, but I have no confidence that I could do that. Yeah, like, I watch people play through, Halo time and time again because I love the soundtrack. And especially the lore and the story of the OG Bungie trilogy and the accompanying spin-offs. So I kind of know what, like, the extra, like, some of the cutscene differences and all. Like, I think you'd only see this if you play the hardest difficulty, so it's not a spoiler if unless, for my streams anyway, or, it's a 20 plus year old game, Tibbets. It's, spoiler, it's probably not really a thing you need to worry about at this point. Where one of the characters is Sergeant Johnson. He's like, he was like, like the Marine, the guy in charge of the Marines that support the Master Chief. And he's, like playing tug of war with a gun for, like, with one of the elites right at the end of the game. And the ship that you're about to blow up, the ring with, is about to blow up. And they embrace. And one of them, depending on whether it's the remake or the OG, reaches for the other's butt. True story. Yeah, they're just, it's nothing like major, like, story revelations or anything. No, it's just like silly little Easter eggs like that differ between the, that you get. That's the extra content you get for the different difficulty settings. So other than that, you're essentially playing the same game. You just die less often, ideally, if you play on lower difficulties. Oh, we got another fishing rod. So I got, what, 3 of them now? Yep. I wonder how much of a good time Scarlett's having. Yeah, I got that art to do. Had I known yesterday was Bunny Day, I would have done Bunny Girl Scarla. But, You can only dwell on the past so much. I mean, I guess there's nothing stopping me from doing it anyway, but you know that, you know, it just kind of lacks a certain, you know. But yeah, oh, so still not on quite yet. I think we'll call it when the fishing rod breaks. I think I've been at this for a bit now. I should probably get ready for bed at some point. Probably go to bed a little early. You'd rather watch VODs, maybe doodle. Who knows? But yeah, I definitely wanna you know, work on my streaming skills. You never know. You never know what the future brings, so it's good to have spare skills just so you have that extra little bit of flexibility so you could do something interesting with yourself. So yeah, you know, let that be your inspirational quote of the day: is to, you know, there's no such thing as like a wasted skill or a useless hobby, because you never know. You could always, you know, it might come in handy. Nope, and with that, that rod is broken. I used up an entire fishing rod in this fishing session on Minecraft. I don't know whether to be proud or sad. But it was definitely relaxing. A perfect time to just chit-chat and... Oh my god. Does that make this technically my first Satsu stream? No, it's still a Minecraft stream, but still. Yeah. Now, if I had made more money, I'd be interested in perhaps, you know, having a little avatar or something, and a background. Then we could do actual Zatsus, you know, just hang out and chats. But that's not for me today. No siree. That'll have to wait for some time in the future. Anyway, it's been a good minute. I think it's time to call it a night. thanks for coming, everybody. And, yeah, see you next time. I'm gonna make a poll, pick some game ideas for a potential next stream, and, just kind of chillax on my own for the remainder of the night. And I hope everyone else has a good day or evening. And, again, see you next time.